Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Jaya Gurudeva, Gurudeva, Jai Gurudeva. प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हे गोपीनाथ, गोपीनाथ मामा निवेदन शोनो, मामा निवेदन शोनो, गोपीनाथ
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनं शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरव श्री नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपीनाथ तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। महाबोधे स्थिरे कनकरुचिरनीलशिखरे वसन प्रसदान्त सहज बलभद्रे नामहिना। सुभद्रा मध्यस्थ सकल सुरा सेवा वसनदो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Under guidance of Srila Gurudev, after completion of our retreat, we came at this wonderful divine place, Radhadesh. The name itself is Radhadesh, the embodiment of Radharani. And having wonderful darshan, Shri Radha, Gopinath, Lalita, Vishaka, Shri Gaur Nityanand Prabhu, Shri Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Sudarshan Chakra. And with the causeless mercy of Om Vishnupad Stotra Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, the founder of Gaudiya Math, established Sri Gaudiya Math in 1920s, and prior to establishing and preaching, he was in separation from his acharyas, from his gurudevs, and he started chanting 100 billion holy names, 22 hours every day. Seeing this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared with all his associates, and Mahaprabhu told to Srila Prabhupada, I have not sent you here for this. I send you this here for preaching. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada said, how can I preach? For preaching we need man, we need money. Mahaprabhu said, man and money waiting for you. Just you start. I will send my own mentor. Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he established Gaudiya Math in one rented house in Calcutta, and the preaching began from there. And so many young boys, scholar, intellectual personalities, which are sent by Mahaprabhu to assist Srila Prabhupada in preaching. The prophecy what Mahaprabhu said, Prithvite ashe yad nagarati gram, Sarvatra Prachar Aive Morana. Every town, village, city, country, my name will be propagated. When Mahaprabhu, whenever Bhagwan hears some desire, then all his potencies comes forward to fulfill those desires. Shri Krishna has 18 potencies. Mahaprabhu also has many potencies. But one of the very prominent potency of Mahaprabhu, Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namne Gaur Shakti Sarupaya. Who is Bhakti Thakur? Gaur Shakti Sarupaya, the very embodiment of Gaur Shakti, Mahaprabhu's potency. So Srila Bhakti Thakur is actually one, we can say, the founder of Gaur Nam, Gaur Kam and Gaur Dham. He is the one who discovered the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the one who wrote so many songs full of Gaudiya philosophy. He is the one who composed so many books, the books of Goswamis. So Gaur Nam, Gaur Dham and Gaur Kam means the purpose why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came here. Gaur Vani Pracharane. What is that Gaur Vani? Srila Bhakti Thakur established that. Even though Sri Rupa Goswami Pad is Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Stapitam Yenam Bhutale Swayam Rup Kadamayam Dadati Swapadamitum. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad established the Manobhishta, the inner desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And therefore he also did. Discovered the lost places in Vrindavan, Rajmandal, established deities, and wrote so many books, and also established Vaishnava Sarachar. Srila Bhakti Thakur also in a line did the same. Established deities. Srila Bhakti Thakur is the one who inaugurated worship of Gaur Gadadhar. Shri Gaur Gadadhar. Srila Bhakti Thakur who simplified those books of the Goswamis in very simple Bengali language, and his remarkable books like Shri Jaiv Dharma, Chaitanya Shikshamrit, and his song book, compilation of song book called Sharanagati, and his articles established what? Gauravani Pracharine. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, even though he did so much, it was not being distributed in masses. Only those who are already devotees, Vaishnavas, they were relishing this, they were tasting this. Like the godmother of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his name was Bhakti Ratnakar Thakur. My Guru Maharaj, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, used to visit him and heard Chaitanya Chaitamrit from him. He used to hear Chaitanya Chaitamrit. And by associating with Bhakti Ratnakar Thakur, he came to know about Bhakti Thakur and Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So, how all this contribution of the Goswamis and Bhakti Thakur spread it amongst the masses. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he took this mission of Bhakti Thakur, the mission of Mahaprabhu, and all these great personalities joined him to accomplish and fulfill this mission. Many great personalities. Among the beginners, one, Param Gurudev Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj. There were 18 sannyasis of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Direct sannyas from Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So if we go through biography of each and every Acharya, we see remarkable contribution in Gaudiya Sampradaya. And everyone have their own significance. In the same categories of associate, I will say associates of Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada is very prominent, who actually established the Manobhisht, the inner heart desire of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada around the world. Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Very, very intellectual personality, very experienced. And we see how we have so many temples around the world, ISKCON temples. He was so much confident, even though it was so much challenge when he started preaching. In Delhi, old Delhi, I know that street because I used to live there. Srila Swami Maharaj Ji, he used to rent one small room and he used to write articles and literally begging to the publishers, please can you print my magazines, Back to Godhead or Bhagavad Darshan. I want to distribute this to everyone so that the society will come to know about Krishna consciousness. The society is not Krishna consciousness, they are dog consciousness. I want to make them God consciousness. These magazines is full of potency of the articles of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and our acharyas. But why they have to print? They are not getting any money. Because Srila Prabhupada was asking to print free of cost. So they were all rejecting him. This is only one point, but there are so many points. Every time is rejection from every corner. Rejection, rejection, rejection. He started his business, loss. He went to Jhansi, he came to Mathura, he opened pharmaceutical business, loss. Every time loss, every time rejection. But he never gave up. He took everything so positive. He's so positive. He never gave up. He was accepting those rejections as inspiration. Krishna is testing my patience. Whereas Srila Bhakti Thakur says, Brahmand tarite shakti dhare jane jane. Each and every personality has potency to deliver the whole universe. But why we see in the past times, from very childhood to the Acharya Leela, so many challenges? Why not everything became so favorable and quick? Why? When it was being asked to him once upon a time, he said, as Supreme Lord Krishna is covered by Yoga Maya, pure devotees are also covered by Yoga Maya. Even though they are pure devotees, they are associate of Lord. But Yoga Maya covered them and they don't understand. As Krishna himself not understanding that he is Supreme Lord, he thinks I am a small baby. Similarly, they are also covered by. So many challenges came over. Finally, some printers, hearing his plea, his request, and his mission, they agreed to that. And they printed. And now he himself is distributing those magazines. No money, nothing. Not even enough money to buy paper to write magazines. Because Shipivada, that street where he used to rent a room, that whole market is the market of like they're selling papers, pen, paper, stationery, very famous wholesale market in Delhi. There was not enough money to buy paper to write articles, magazines. So early morning he used to collect those papers which are lying on the streets, collecting those and writing articles. When magazine was published, there was a challenge how to distribute them. Especially his target was to distribute this to high officials. Because when it goes to high officials, they themselves will preach. Yeah. But he was not even having enough good quality clothes to visit Prime Minister of India, to visit the ministers. Imagine. That was the big challenge. So in Delhi, he had his godbrother's center, Gaudiya Math. His name was Shri Bhakti Goswami Maharaj, who used to preach in London. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada sent him to London for preaching. As Shri Bhakti Goswami Maharaj was been sent to Germany for preaching. Yeah. So he was preaching there in London. Srila Prabhupada visited their center. He found that he is not present there. Then he wrote a letter to him. A humble request that Maharaj, I am your godbrother. I am humbly begging you, can you provide me few sets, 2-3 sets of good clothes, because I have to distribute these magazines to high officials. Imagine. So much grounded. There was nothing, no penny, no possessions. And here, reading this letter, his godbrother was in tears. Srila Bhakti Goswami Maharaj. He immediately ordered his disciples in his center, arrange the best quality clothes for my godbrother. Best quality clothes. So they arranged, and in this way he started distributing this to high officials. He went to Jhansi, he went to Mathura. His business got failure. So I'm not speaking in sequence, but in different perspective. He went to Jhansi, which is very near to Mathura. When he was there, he made a league of devotees. And he used to worship Mahaprabhu there. And now for preaching, we need singers. So there was one Prabhu called Shesh Shai Prabhu. He used to live in Mathura Math, Shri Keshavji Gaudiya Math. Srila Swami Maharaj Ji, Prabhupada, when he wrote a letter to our Gurudev, Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, can you please send Sheshai to me? I need one singer with me. So Sheshai Prabhu was assisting in his programs, in singing, helping him. But then the whole scene changed. He received this order from his Guru Maharaj, preach in Western world. Something very important. The close proximity is not the only barometer we can say a disciple is close to Gurudev. Hey, please quiet. Few minutes, please. The close proximity is not enough. As we all know, the life history of Srila Prabhupada. He's also singing, but we are not understanding.
He's preaching.
Just few minutes, quiet. This is not possible. It's anyway. What else thing? I don't understand your language, baby.
Close, yeah.
Huh? Yes, the close proximity is not enough. Because as we all know his life history, how many times he met his Guru Maharaj? Huh? For few minutes, only 2 times. And he received his order. When Guruji gives order, the potency to fulfill the order is also present in that order. But after doing so much, delaying in coming to US for preaching, once upon a time he lamented that I offended my Guru Maharaj because he ordered me to preach and I delayed in preaching. And now I will do my best to obey his order to fulfill the mission of Mahaprabhu all over the world. And even if I leave my body any part of the world, I will not lament at all, because I am serving his divine lotus feet. That's why sometimes he used to be in tears. Why I delayed in obeying the order? But this is a pastime. There's so many secrets behind that. It's the pastime of acharyas. We can't measure or calculate according to material perspective or material vision. It's all transcendental. And because we have material vision, we can't comprehend, we can't understand the transcendental vision. So much preaching around the world. Now we travel everywhere in the world, in mountains, in caves, in the ocean. Every village we have centers, Dharmahatta centers. So expertly designed. See that? So expertly designed. We often see on one picture that was a manor in London. So artistic. His way of sitting and speaking and smiling and even eating. In America, when preaching became successful, there were some court cases against him. Because some young ones who joining Krishna consciousness, they shave their head, start putting tilak, and their parents got upset. When they were hippies, then parents were not upset. When they were taking drugs and all, then parents were not upset. They were kind of not happy. But the moment they changed the boys, girls, they changed their lifestyle and they became devotees, then parents became upset. And who is this Swamiji from India who changed all of our children? It's a court case. The magistrate asked this question. The parents complaining, you're doing some techniques, you're doing brainwash to them. And they all joining you. Smilingly he said, if brain is polluted, this needs to get washed. So what wrong I did? The brain was polluted. I just washed that brain. How wash that brain? By Harinam Sankirtan, by Krishna Katha. No. How it worked? Shunvatam Sakatha, Krishna Punya Shravan Kirtane, Hide Antosai Havadrani Vidnotim Surisatam. That's the best example. Those hippies, when they heard Krishna Katha, when they heard Krishna Nam from a pure devotee, from the lips of a pure devotee, Hide Antosai Havadrani, all those abhadras, unwanted habits, desires got uprooted. And miracle happened. They became devotees. Miracle happened. And similarly, so many complaints were there against him. Why you preaching here? What benefit our society, our country getting from you? You changing everyone. अरे इसको थोड़ा सा बाहर ले जाओ 5 मिनट. What benefit our country and our society is getting from it? Srila Prabhupada replied, what I am doing for your country, you spending millions of dollars cannot do that. I am saving all of your money. Your country is supposed to pay me for what I am doing, I am giving to them. They are spending billions of dollars for advertisements and preaching and teaching them don't indulge in drugs. Still it's failure. And I'm just giving free of cost. Free of cost suggestions to them. And we are changing their life. So I'm doing best for your country. Just like when he was preaching in London. Some people, religious leaders, they asked this question to him. They said, you are from India. This is London. This is English country. If you want to come here, if you want to stay here, then preach what we are following. Why we have to follow you? Preach Christianity. Srila Prabhupada replied, you came to India and you ruled over India for so many years and you plundered everything from India. Even the Kohinoor, you took up from India. But one thing you forgot of India. So I'm here to give that. You left that. And that was the most important thing. And I'm here to give you this. That's why I'm preaching here, free of cost, not asking anything. So in this way, I'm just touching very little simple points. This is not, the glories of Srila Prabhupada is not restricted to only Gauravani. What is Gauravani? What was Mahaprabhu Vani? What is the reason Mahaprabhu came here? Shri Radha Pranay Vikriti Halati Shakti Rasman. These 3 reasons Mahaprabhu came. And Mahaprabhu, he came to establish the glories of Radharani. That's the only mission of Krishna. To leave Golok Vrindavan and come here. That's the only mission of Mahaprabhu. In line with the mission of Krishna. To establish the glories of Radharani. Asya Vigraha. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, I am the Lord of everyone and everything emanates from me. When he say everything emanates from me, that means he wanted to say in the commentary, my bhakti also emanates from me. And I am the only one who can serve myself. No one else can serve me. Only I can serve myself. When Krishna is saying this, that means, who can serve Krishna? Baldev Prabhu? He can serve Krishna. And who is Baldev Prabhu? He is a manifestation of Krishna, not different from Krishna. And who can serve Krishna? Radharani can serve Krishna. How Radharani can serve Krishna? No one can serve Krishna. And who is Radharani? The Haladini Shakti, the pleasure-giving potency of Krishna. And the manifestation of Radharani, the manifestation of Shri Baldev Prabhu is all our Gurudevs, all our Acharyas, Srila Bhakti Yoga Swami Prabhupada. Yadyapi Amar Guru Chaitanya Radas, Tathapi Janiyami Tahar Prakash. Even though I considered my Gurudev, no. Even though my Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, is Chaitanya Das, is the servant of Mahaprabhu, but I see him as the manifestation of Mahaprabhu. To spread the glories of Radharani is the only and was the only mission of Krishna and Mahaprabhu. And he wants everyone to get drawn in that service mood or to attain that Radha Dasyam. There's the only mission which Sri Rupa Goswami Pad wants to establish, understanding the inner heart desire of Mahaprabhu. Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, Sri Jeev Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, all 6 Goswamis. That was the only mission of Sri Bhakti Thakur and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Ji, founder Acharya of ISKCON, took that legacy of all the Guru Vargas, all Acharyas, and this is what he wanted. He wanted to give. Gauravani Pracharani. That's the Gauravani. Not simple bhakti, very high bhakti. Radha Dasyam. That's the only mission of the Gaudiya Guru Parampara. There is no other mission. If Krishna comes with that mission, if Mahaprabhu is coming with that mission, our mission cannot be separate from the mission of Krishna or Mahaprabhu. Same line. Prem ras nirjas korite swadan, rag marg bhakti loke korite prachar. That's the main reason for Mahaprabhu came. So, Srila Prabhupada started this mission with Nam Sankirtan. Because by Nam Sankirtan is very important. Nam Sankirtan is not only sadhan but is also sadhe. It's not only practice but it's also perfection. And what will happen with the Nam Sankirtan? Cheto darpan marjanam bhava madhavagni nirvapanam shreya kervika chantrika vidya vadu jivanam. And then anandam buddhi vardhanam pratipadam purna amrita swadanam sarvatma sanapanam param vijayate. This is what his mission. So Mahaprasad and Krishna Nam, 2 great weapons. As Uddhav ji said, Tab bhokta saraganda vaso alankrita charchita uttishta bhojan dasyam tam maya jainamihi. In Bhagavatam, Uddhav ji said, Oh Krishna, I am wearing your remnant cloths and I am honoring your remnants. I have no fear of Maya anymore. Because your remnants are so powerful and so potency, can very easily overcome Maya, which is so difficult to overcome. Devi Ashagun Mai Mam Maya Durataya, Krishna himself claims. But Mam Eva Prabhadante, Maya Metam Taramate. One who surrenders to me. Surrender to Krishna means surrender to the remnants of Krishna. And who is supplying those remnants of Krishna? Srila Prabhupada. Hari Katha, which is coming from the lotus lips of a pure devotee. Punati Bhuvanatrayam can deliver the whole universe. And he delivered the whole universe. That's why wherever we go, we see devotees, Krishna devotees. Now only Acharya. This happened in my life. My entrance to Krishna consciousness started by seeing the video of the life history of the biography of Srila Prabhupada. I was so inspired. Not only me, there were so many students. We were all together in college. When we used to see Srila Prabhupada's documentary. Wow, great personality. Wow, amazing. This is a miracle. So much inspiration. Inspiring. Even just a documentary. And then his books with question and answers. Life come from life. Perfect question, perfect answers. We used to learn those question and answers because that was helpful in preaching in colleges. So when I was very new and beginner in Krishna consciousness, just started chanting. Not, complete 16 number of rounds, but almost I was 17 years. I got introduced in Krishna consciousness by my cousin. And once upon a time, in northeast of India, I was just walking by in the marketplace, and I stopped by a bookstore, and I was reading the novels, what title, all these books, and there I found one book called The Gurus of India, and there were so many on the front picture, and amongst them was Srila Prabhupada was also in the middle of that. I said, very interesting. I saw his documentary, and The Gurus of India, interesting book, but there was no money in my pocket. I went inside and asked the shopkeeper, how much this book is for? He said, I don't remember now. It was like year 1988. So I think he said 25 rupees or 30 rupees. I said, oh, I don't have no money, but I'm very much eager and interested. How many books you have? He said, I'm only left with one. I said, what if I go and come back tomorrow and meanwhile someone will take? He said, yeah, definitely. If any customer will come, I have to sell this book. I said, can you keep this for me? He asked me, you don't have money? I said, no. He said, here's a gift from me. He gave me this book, and I started reading all the gurus of India, so-called bogus gurus. So nonsense. One guru is claiming I am incarnation of God. One is claiming I am God myself. They are doing tantras and all bogus. And then the page, Srila Bhakti Yoga Swami Prabhupada. The author was not a devotee. He was just randomly one person. He was not devotee. But he collected the ideals of all the gurus, means the mission of all the gurus, and he wrote in that book. And he said, he is the only guru who claims, I am Das Anudas, servant of the Lord. All gurus saying we are incarnation. Some saying I am Mahaprabhu, some saying I am Krishna. But he is the only one who says I am Das Anudas, I am the servant of Krishna. Oh, I became, wow, so impressive. This is what we have to do. Das Anudas. So 3 pages in glorification of Srila Prabhupada. I got so convinced, because that was just my beginning. I was so convinced, wow, I'm on the right path. Following Mahajans. So in this way, reading his techniques of preaching, we in Capital Delhi also formed ISKCON Youth Forum, and we used to preach in the youth the ideals of Srila Prabhupada, the preachings of the lectures of Srila Prabhupada, and it was so inspiring, so inspiring. This is what Prabhupada made me. Today I'm here having this darshan and wants to have, my life will be successful if I just get one speck of dust from His divine lotus feet. Life will be successful. So we all came to you, Srila Prabhupada. Please bless all of us. You established Shri Radha Gopinath ji here. So please give us this opportunity, this inspiration and energy, so that one day we can also get qualified to serve the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to get entrance into the divine realm of Shriman Rasa Rasarambi Vam Shivata Data Siddha Karshan Dhenu Gopir Gopinath Service of Shri Radha Gopinath. Hello Shri Radha Gopinath ki, Shri Gaur Nityanand Prabhu ki, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Srila Gurudeva ki Gaur Premanande. The Mahaprabhu deity which Srila Prabhupada started worshipping at Jhansi. So when he planned coming to America, and he was moving here and there to get the direction how to come to preach in Western world. So he was not able to carry that big Mahaprabhu deity with him. So he kept in Shri Keshavji Gaudiya Math in Mathura. So if you ever go there, that Mahaprabhu is there with Radha Vinod Bihari was a Mahaprabhu Srila Prabhupada used to worship that Mahaprabhu. And his sannyas also took place at Shri Keshavji Gaudiya Math. Srila Gurudev insisted in many times, please take sannyas, please take sannyas. And finally, he took sannyas from his godmother, Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Gaur Premanande. What's the time now?
Stop. Stop.
So what's the plan?
Now, people can take lunch or something and go.
So let's go. We pray to Radha Gopinath and Srila Prabhupada. Please call us again. We want to come again to have your darshan, divine darshan. Every time when we come for retreat, we always come here, right? And it gives such divine vibration in this place because the presence of great Acharya Srila Prabhupada and his established deities, Shri Radha Gopinath. Hare Krishna.